Welcome to the Artist Loft, the talk show for all artists. Join us each show as we spotlight a variety of different creatives, hosted by the Florida Arts Network, with Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.
Hey Lofties, we're back. This is Frank Ruffolo. Richard and Alicia are not going to be with us tonight. They're AWOL. The Artist Loft is a marketing arm of the Florida Arts Network, a 501c3. If you want to see our past shows, you can go to our website, www.floridaartsnetwork.org. Watch the shows, make a donation, and help us with the arts in the schools. And tonight, our guest is the author extraordinaire Heidi Hess and a wizard of marketing and festivals. Heidi?
Yes. Hey.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
That's great.
Yeah.
First, we're going to talk about Heidi's authorship. Do you have any new books coming out? Or do you have a new book coming out? Or
Yeah.
is this the new book coming out?
Okay, so this year I have a Chronicles of Chaos, which is a collection of short stories inspired by my time at conventions, book conventions, comic conventions. I found myself kind of sitting at the table and thinking, oh, this would be an interesting idea for a story. And so not all of the stories in there are centered in and around creepy things that happen at conventions, but there's a couple of them that are. There's some dragons too.
Well,
so.
can you fill us in on a creepy thing?
Yeah. Let me see here. So let me hold on. Let me take a look. Well, actually, there is a really good story in here about an artist who, during the pandemic, has kind of given up the whole drawing and decides he gets a phone call and he's a guest at a show, and he goes and all of these really weird, creepy things start happening. He's hearing voices. People are taking things from him, and then it turns out that there is some kind of a spiritual entity kind of a thing that is wreaking havoc just specifically on him, and it's kind of a creepy ending, but I don't want to give it away.
Yikes.
Yeah.
This was happening at the show.
Yes, this is happening at the show. Yeah, and he is actually responsible for, she sets him up, and he's responsible for all these terrible things that are happening.
And this is a real story or a true story or a fiction?
Oh gosh, no, this is all fiction.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
it's all fiction. I thought it was a real story. You should have
gosh.
said it was a real story.
No,
It
no,
would have
no,
been better.
no. This is fiction. This is not nonfiction. Just to be clear.
Have you had any creepy things happen at any of your festivals?
Let me see at my festival. Read it, write it. No, but maybe it's just because I haven't had a whole lot of time to really pay attention. Oh, you've been there since year 2. Can you think of any creepy things that have happened at Read It, Write It?
Creepy things?
Yeah.
Besides other authors? No.
What he means to say
I'm not going to
is,
get into that at all. Do you have any other books besides this one?
so I just went ahead and finished so there's the first draft of a manuscript, and this is it's kind of a love story between serial killers, and there's a support group involved, and it's turned into a really interesting story. So I just finished the edits on that. Super excited. So now I'm going to start on the second draft, and then once that's done, I'm going to send it off to my editor. And so hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be out October, maybe a little bit before that, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
I've got a book in final edit that I'm hoping to have out sometime this year.
Oh, that's
hopefully.
fantastic. What's it about?
It's my first delve into noir
Cool.
mystery.
Yeah. Good stuff.
My standard protagonist, who used to be a homicide detective, is now a PI.
Oh, wow.
So this movie. See, I'm thinking way ahead. This book is.
I think that's called manifesting.
Yeah,
You're
really.
manifesting.
This book is called The Golden Skull.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. So what it is my protagonist Jack gets a femme fatale, walks into his office, and she wants him to find a gold skull that was stolen from her.
Ooh.
And it gets into a whole slew of bodies follow this golden skull. So
Yes,
I'm
that
not gonna,
sounds
I'm not gonna,
fantastic.
I'm not gonna say how or why I got into a golden skull. But why everybody is dying over this golden skull, but Jack's got to try to find it, and then now he's helping the police try to find who's killing all the people.
This almost sounds like it's a combination between, remember Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull meets like James Bond kind of a thing.
Yeah,
this is very
well,
interesting.
the new noir, I'm basing it basically like the old Mike Hammer, Maltese Falcon type of venue,
Very
Jack's
cool.
more of a, getting more in. He sort of self narrates the story, so it's almost like like the noir type of thing. So, and then my next book after that, I'm only going to have 2 more books on Jack Senhouse, and the next one's going to be even more noir, and that one's going to be called The Cloistered Lover. So that's
Good stuff.
Yeah,
That's
so,
good stuff.
yeah.
I love a good creepy, fast-paced read. Things that just kind of keep you on the edge of your seat.
Well,
It's
that's
good
what
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with that. But I'm adding, like I said, it's sort of like him self-narrating the story with his own, his own
His own
mind in the background, telling you what's going on. And
His
what he
internal
thinks, type of
monologue.
thing. Yeah, type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Awesome. Very neat. You have all kinds of stuff going on.
I got all kinds of stuff going on. I got a movie going on and everything else.
A movie too. Wow, that's great.
On another one of my books. So that's something else going on. But more about you. You have more than one book, or is this the only book?
I do. So this is the latest collection, but I also have The Short End of Madness, which was, it's my baby. And that is it's another collection of short stories, all centered in and around people that are either going mad or already are mad. We open with a story of a woman who thinks that she's been abducted by aliens and proceeds to paint herself blue. Yeah, so there's that. And then my second book is The Short Road to Shadows. And I call that my creepy vacation. So it's all of these creepy little stories that kind of take place all over the globe. We open the book with a man and a woman that are on a hike in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And it's based loosely on personal experience that I had hiking in the Smoky Mountains. So
So you're into
yeah,
creepy.
Yeah, I love creepy. Yes,
And-
you know what? I'm into supernatural. I don't necessarily like the creepy part, but I think the supernatural is very interesting. Yeah,
Supernatural can be very interesting.
yeah, paranormal, supernatural. Sometimes things are gory, sometimes they're not. My serial killer book turned out to be quite gory, obviously. But I'm going to do something a little different
My
with that.
serial killer book
Yeah.
was kind of gory too.
I think it has to be,
interesting.
right?
It has to be. I mean,
Yeah,
if you got
it
a serial
has to
killer,
be.
yeah, it
Yeah.
has to be. Yeah,
Right.
so
People expect it.
yeah, if you got a serial killer, you expect to be a little gory.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right, right. I know it's interesting because the romance genre is interesting. I don't write romance, but I know people that do. And they have this thing called closed door, right? So if you're reading a scene and the book is closed door, it ends with them kissing and then that's that, right? And whereas, the other type open door is, you're privy to all of the different things. But I thought, how fun would it be to go ahead and to do a closed door, open door version of horror. So if you have a book that's, serial killer and you want to write the gore, and that's what you want to read, and that's what I think people would like to read if they like serial killers. But maybe there's people out there that enjoy the creep factor of that, but don't
want the
Right. So I think I'm going to do open door, closed door with that. So, yeah, that's a secret, and I just told everybody my
now
secret.
you just told them the
Yay!
secret. Now you just spoiled it.
I just spoiled it for everybody, or gave everybody something to think about. Yeah.
Oop, I don't know. I guess something creepy is happening here.
We're listening.
We're listening in. Why don't we take a quick break and we'll be back to talk more about the Read It, Write It Festival and Heidi Hess.
Yay.
Frank A. Ruffolo, a renowned author and screenwriter known for his books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest, Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website, frankaruffolo.com, for more info or purchase his books on Amazon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Agent Romante, but most of you know me as Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I just wanted to give a shout out to my man, Richard Sosa. He is one of the best acting coaches that I've had the pleasure to work with, and he's actually worked with me in my program for many years, and I highly recommend this guy. So if you have an opportunity to work with him, what are you waiting for? Now, get out of my face. Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez, I am out.
Hi, we're back again, Lofties. More with Heidi Hess, and we're going to get into the Read It, Write It Festival. And if you guys can put up that graphic, I hope you can put up that graphic and show us. There it is.
Yay! Yay!
It's going to be on June 14th at the Wellington Mall. There's going to be almost 40 authors there. It's the day before It's a day before Father's Day. So if you haven't got a Father's Day gift, come on down to the mall, bring your dad, buy some books, and take them out to lunch.
Yeah, last year, that day, the day before Father's Day, it was busy. We had all kinds of.
busy.
It was busy. We had all kinds of people that that came in. Yeah, and so we have 38 authors, not 40. We have 38 authors this year. But you know, again, to attend the festival, it's free. You can come in, you can talk to the authors. We have panels. Frank has been generous with his time in that he's going to be doing a panel on how to publish your book. So if you're interested in writing and learning how to publish your book, Frank will be there along with some other fellow authors that have some information about the publishing industry.
In fact, there's going to be two of the authors there are also hosts of their own show here at AMP Productions. Sally Bernard will be there.
That's
and
right.
Denise
Sally
Marshall
Bernard.
will be there.
That's
they will also have
correct.
tables.
Yes, that's
so
awesome.
You can stop by, meet us all three. Stop by my table. Get the special. I'm going to have some special pricing for my 50th wedding anniversary, and wish my wife and I our 50th wedding because we're going to be there on my anniversary, the 14th.
Oh, that's so nice of you guys to go ahead and to come out for your 50th anniversary. We'll have to.
So how many Read and Write festivals have you had so far?
Okay, so this is the fourth. This is the fourth. Yeah. So next year will be the 5th year. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's incredible.
Now you didn't have them all. You didn't have them at the Wellington Mall. All of them weren't at the Wellington Mall, were they?
The very first one, we started at the Boynton Beach Mall. Yeah, we started at the Boynton Beach Mall, and they were wonderful. They were a wonderful host, so no complaints there. But we just didn't get as many people as I thought we were going to get. And then with Wellington, I felt like Wellington, the Wellington Green Mall, it's a little busier. If you've been to the Wellington Green Mall, it's just a little busier.
The beautiful mall, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's great. No, it's really, and I know everybody hears it and they're like, oh, it's a book event in a mall, really, but it's a really good space. It's a really good space, and so we moved the stage this year, which I think will draw more people in. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm always excited about it.
You think if it's in a mall, you're going to be there's a lot of people walking around, going to be in the middle of all the stores, but where it is at the Wellington Mall is sort of like a courtyard, and there's really no retail in that area.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like they've opened it up for the artists, and you can walk into the circle, walk around the tables, and then finish your shopping.
Yeah, yeah.
Do your shopping with the authors, and then finish your shopping and go at the food court.
And it's great because it brings in all kinds of natural light, and it's just light and bright, and it's always fun. I always have a good time, and I think everybody else has a good time as well. And that's my aim. My aim is to, bring something into the community that's going to get people excited about reading and writing again. And sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and I find talking to other authors to start you on your journey is really that's how it worked for me. I just started asking a lot of questions, which I usually do anyway.
And I believe the show's from 11 to 4, right?
The show is from 11 to 4, yes, on June 14th, 2025. That's a Saturday at the Wellington Green Mall.
Yeah, stop on by. I mean, if you're thinking about being a writer, or if you've done some writing, stop on by. You can speak to any of the authors there. You can ask them questions. We'd be glad to answer the questions for you, help you along.
Right. I know I've been very fortunate over the years to have people like Denise Marsh, who you both have been so supportive of Read It, Write It. Also, Sheila Fowler, who has been instrumental, and she's an original right from the beginning and helping to support the show.
She's going to be on my show in a couple of weeks, I think.
That's wonderful. She is so much fun. She's my book bestie. That's what I call her. She's my book bestie. If you're watching, Sheila, hey. She's my book bestie, yeah. But there's going to be all kinds of other authors there as well. T.K. Lawyer, who is award-winning best-selling author, she will be there. She was there last year too. Shelley Cruz. Gosh, we have so many really talented people.
There's a lot of different genre there: paranormal, mystery, arts and crafts, self-help, everything's there.
Fiction,
everything's
historical
there.
fiction, yeah. It's I try to when I'm putting the show together, I try to do lots of different kinds of books, not just all one book, because it's about writing and about inspiring people. I don't know. There are conventions out there that are specific like genres, and I don't do that because I want everybody to get on it. I want everybody to be involved. And some people don't want to read thrillers, and some people don't want to read romance, and I try to do a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's
so
fun.
are you planning on the next one going to be at the Wellington Mall again?
I think so. Yeah. I thought that this year was going to be a growing year for Read It, Write It, but there's been some things that have come up that I had to take care of, and family always comes first. So I think this year, while I thought it was going to be a year of growth where we would move forward, it's just been we're going to move on and we're just going to do the next show. So maybe 2026 will be a little bit larger. Will I be with the Wellington Green Mall? I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. They've been a wonderful partner and they have been very supportive. And so I would like to continue to work with them, but I also want to grow. I want to make this into, turn this into something.
Does the mall help you with promoting the show, or do they bother?
They do, yes. So it's funny because I have pictures and I've been meaning to post them up on Facebook and Instagram, but they have really big posters, Read It, Write It, advertising for Read It, Write It. In addition to that, they have a marketing company that they work with, and they work really hard to get the word out too. So I'm grateful for everything that they do.
The Wellington, guys, if you haven't been to the Wellington Mall, it's sort of west Palm Beach County. It's if you're Broward County, you're probably not going to go up there, but it's not that long of a ride, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes.
Sure.
But it's probably one of the nicest malls around. It's nice.
Oh.
It's really a nice mall.
Yeah, it's literally right off the turnpike. So if you're coming from the south or the north, just jump on the turnpike. And I'm trying to think. I think there's an exit for Forest Hill. It's either Forest Hill or Southern. I can't remember. But get off there, and it's a straight shot.
Yeah.
It's a straight shot to the.
It's only about
Wellington
maybe
Mall.
5-6 minutes from the turnpike, so it's not that.
It's not bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We'd love to see you there. Come out to the mall, like I said. Come
Absolutely.
to the mall. Go to the
Yeah.
food court. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Walk around.
Well, we have a
Visit the
Starbucks. There's a
authors.
Starbucks right there.
It's right there.
Yes, right there. And listen, if Starbucks isn't your thing, I get it. But there's a tea place right there too, and it's a local.
The local tea
it's
place.
a local business. I'm trying to think of the name of the tea company. I can't think of it, but they're wonderful people. Really, really nice. So if Starbucks isn't your jam, you can go get some tea. That's good stuff too. Yeah.
So anything new for you on the horizon?
New for me on the horizon. Gosh.
Besides the new book.
Woof. Well, my son just graduated high school, and then he's going to be going off to college at USF, so we were trying to prepare, get everything prepared for that. Professionally on the horizon, I'm working on the serial killer book, which I think the title might be Jackals, but I haven't decided yet. I don't know, I haven't decided. And then, I think that's pretty, and then, trying to, once Read It, Write It ends, actually the planning stages, it begins before it ends, if that makes so. Planning 2026 starts usually about a week, maybe even 2 weeks before Read It, Write It 2025. So it's a lot. But I'm also looking to do other smaller book events at different local places, and so I've been looking into some other locations that I think might work. But we're always looking for affordable venues, and in Palm Beach County, that's a challenge.
Palm Beach County is a
In
challenge
Palm
for
Beach
performing?
County, it is an absolute challenge to try and find affordable venues, because when I do an event, I want the tables to be affordable for the authors, because a lot of these conventions, they they charge a lot. They charge a lot. And if you're charging a lot and your books are, say, $10, $20, $25, you have to sell a lot of books just to cover your table, and I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, people don't understand that if, unless you're a best-selling Amazon or New York Times best-selling author, independent authors don't make that a whole heck of a lot of money.
They don't.
So for them to spend $40 or $50 on the table with the royalties they get on their books, they've got to sell 10 to 15 books just to pay for the table.
Sure.
So
Right.
it's you think authors are rich and famous? Only about 2%
Right.
of the authors out there are rich and famous. The rest of us are just
Yeah.
normal guys, just like you.
Yeah, and I mean there are tips and tricks. I mean if you're only gonna have 10 transactions at $10 a pop for a book, do you want to sell paperbacks or you want to sell hardcovers? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. If I'm going to go ahead and if I'm going to go away to do a show, I need to make sure that I maximize. And people don't think of the independent authors as a business, but it really is. It's a business. So I'm thinking about switching over to hardcover, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Good luck.
Yeah. Do you do paperback or do you do hardcover?
All my books are softcover. I do have one hardcover book.
Yeah.
But all my books are softcover. But with Amazon, I mean, they really don't charge you to set up your book, but it just costs you more to buy it, or costs you more to sell it.
That's true.
I've been thinking about maybe offering a hardcover book go back and do a hardcover book for each one.
Right.
But,
right. That's a good idea. Yeah.
it's a good idea. I'm more thinking about audiobooks, but it's really rough to get an audiobook started. It's a lot of money to start an audiobook.
Well, if you go through ACX, right? ACX, you can get set up with a voice actor and make an arrangement where you split the royalties. So there's no out of pocket, but you split the royalties. So if you get, $1, you get 50 and they get 50.
Wow.
Which is something. But
I got to look into that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, time is up.
Wow. Fast.
And let's just remember, this is the Artist Loft. We will be back here in 2 weeks. Stop by the Wellington Mall on June 14th. Meet me, meet Heidi.
Hey.
Say hello. And we're going to close our show with a video from Belinda's song.
Thank you for letting me go. You're not the man I thought I've known. You gave an illusion of a love and future, then break my heart with all the things that you do. Like a moth, I was drawn into your fire, but now I see through that your love for me was never true. After the love has gone, there's no reason to hold on. I thought our love was unbreakable and strong, but it ends up I was totally wrong. I saved your life and gave you all I can, but it's time to go. We don't stand a chance. Set me free. Set me free. So this is the last goodbye, with all the others by your side. I'm sure you'll find it easy to forget all the beautiful promises and the things that you said. You're just a broken man with too much don't make me cry. After the love has gone, there's no reason to hold on. I thought our love was unbreakable and strong, but it ends up I was totally wrong. I saved your life and gave you all I can, but it's time to go. We don't stand a chance. Set me free. Set me free. So this is the final goodbye. Broken man with too much pride. You loved nobody but yourself. Ruined everything and everyone else. Your lies are cold, your games are getting old. So thank you for letting me go. Set me free. Set me free.
Thank you for watching The Artist Loft. Make sure to tune in next time for another great show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by the Florida Arts Network with your hosts Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.